What is up, everyone? I wanted to come on here and give you guys a couple of plays for the day. To be honest, yesterday was a losing day for us, and I just wanted to talk about the correlation and kind of how it works, right? I always pride myself in being as transparent as possible. I come on here, give you guys plays, and I want to be transparent. You know, I'm not someone who's going to say that I win every single day. That's not how betting is at the end of the day. Actually, if you are a sharp bettor or a profitable bettor, even the best bettors in the world, which I'm not saying I'm one of the best bettors in the world, but even the best bettors in the world have around a 55% win rate, right? So we are just looking for slight edges over a long period of time, right? That is what I've always touted. Yeah, hopefully you guys can see. I wanted to go through some of the correlation here and some of the past plays that we've been doing. So first of all, yesterday's NBA play was Jared Allen and Dylan Cease, the pitcher. Dylan Cease went over his pitching outs, and then Jared Allen did not play for us. So unfortunate there. I was pretty confident if Jared Allen did play that he would go over his points that we took, but it ended up DMPing for us. So really unfortunate there. This play here at the top here, we did end up hitting for actually yesterday's free pick of the day on win. But this actually happened after I released the video yesterday, so I wasn't able to do this. So you can see we ended up taking the more and more here. And this player, Alex, got 29, and this player here got 37, actually, which is really crazy. So you can see that, you know, this one ends up going more and more here. We have a Valorant slip. Let me get this one out of the way real quick. But we had this one that we sent out, that I sent out yesterday on the YouTube channel, and it actually ended up going less and less, right? So I talked about that in yesterday's video. These Valorant and Counter-Strike slips, they either go more and more or they go less and less, right? We are likely to either see a 0 out of 2 or a 2 out of 2, right? Now, obviously there's times where we go 1 out of 2 or something crazy will happen, but a lot of times it is 0 out of 2 and or it is going to be 2 out of 2, right? And if a play is 1 out of 2, that doesn't really do us any good either, because Prizepicks only cares if it's 2 out of 2. So you can see we ended up taking the more and more, and the less and less was heavily favored, right? This guy got 21 and his line was 28.5. This guy got 20 and his line was 24.5. So these guys went way under their lines because it was a shorter game. So like I always say, the shorter the game is, the less kills are going to happen. The longer the game is, the more kills are going to happen. In my best estimate, I thought this was going to be a longer game. It ended up being a shorter game. That just happens sometimes. I did send this out on the free picks yesterday on the free winnable, and this was my big 6 out of 6 Counter-Strike and Valorant play. Actually, 3 weeks ago, we did end up hitting a 6 out of 6 with this, and it was $20 to win $500. So really incredible on the channel if you guys were able to tail that 3 weeks ago. And for some reason yesterday I could only put $5 on my flex play. I don't know if anyone else ran into that, but I don't know. I didn't think too much about it. Hopefully they bring it back up to 20 next week, but I was only able to put $5 on my flex play, so I'll just get $5 back. Kind of unfortunate there, but we did end up, so this game right in the middle here hasn't actually ended up happening yet. I'm making this around noon and this game is happening at 12:30. But this one here, you can see it went 0 for 2, and then this one down here will also went 0 for 2. So if you think about it, this is actually just 3 correlated Counter-Strike and Valorant slips. We got one here, and one here, and these ones went 0-2, 0-2, right? But you can see that the correlation is there, right? We have this should have went more. We should have took more and more here, obviously, and then we should have took less and less here. So again, shorter game happened here, longer game happened here, and we'll see how this one turns out here. But if this one actually does go 0 for 2, then we would have a full 0 for 6 slip, which again, it looks really bad. It looks like all red and I don't know what I'm doing. But again, like I say, with the correlation, it definitely works, right? I say this, you know, I'm telling you right now, 0 for 2 or 2 of 2, it happens, right? That is how these plays happen. And then with League of Legends here, you can see with League of Legends, instead of taking more and more or less and less, we actually take one team to go more and one team to go less. So this team beat this team. You can see this team only got 7 kills. This team got 15 kills. And League of Legends much more about if the team can beat the other team, where Counter-Strike and Valorant's more about game length, right? So then we got this team here and this team here. I ended up taking less on this team and more on this team. I should have took less on this team and more on this team, because this team, this PSG team, ended up beating this team. I thought the vice versa was going to happen. So again, you know, that's how League works. And again, with League, the correlation was there, right? We took more here and less here, and then we took less here and more here. And these are kind of two mans paired together. And we ended up not hitting this little 2 slip here. So yeah, that is how correlation works, right? We want to kind of reduce these big 6 out of 6 slips to just maybe 3 plays, and maybe these 4 out of 4 plays to just 2 plays, right? Just having 2 and 2, and then having 1, 2, and 3 here. So hopefully that makes sense. That's why I take a lot of 2-mans, because they either go 0 for 2 or 2 of 2, and you kind of just got to count on one of the correlations hitting. If you want access to my VIP, I know I talked about, me maybe losing the past couple of days, but last week we absolutely popped off on the NBA, on Counter-Strike, on Valorant, on League of Legends. Actually, I think 3 or 4 days ago now, we had a 4 out of 4 League of Legends play, which is a 9x our money. So hopefully you guys like the transparency. I love to always be transparent with you guys. At the end of the day, it is betting, and at the end of the day, our long-term goal is to be profitable with betting. So a couple of days here and there of losing is definitely going to be in the cards. If you want access to my VIP, sign up for Better, sign up for Sleeper, or sign up for Chalkboard, and deposit at least $10 into any of these apps. It could just be Better or Sleeper or Chalkboard, or it could be all of them. And then send me a screenshot of proof that you did that, and I will get you guys a comment, or I will get you guys a free month of my VIP. I will get you guys a code to get my VIP for free. Really easy. Just send it into the number in the description. My number is in the description. Just send it a screenshot and I'll get you guys a code. Here is the free code for the day. So if you don't know, every single day I have a code that can only be used one time. Today the code is play601. Yesterday on Fridays only, I have a code that can actually be used 5 times. So 5 of you guys got access to my VIP. Sorry it was a losing day, but again, we're on the up and up. And again, all of my plays are heavily researched and I have a ton of confidence in them. Play1601 is the code today, and it can only be used one time by one person. So congratulations to that one person. If you were unlucky today or not quick enough to get this code, make sure to turn on post notifications. It's going to be the best way to get to my videos as soon as possible and look for the code. This is what you will come to if you click on my winnable and try to get access to more of my plays. I have a free plan where I send out an additional 1 pick every day, and then my VIP plan where I'm constantly sending out 6, 7, 8 plays a day. Counter-Strike, Valorant, League of Legends, Dota. Actually, Dota got payout shifted, if anyone has been wondering, so that really sucks. And then NBA and MLB is really what we're doing. But obviously when football season comes out, I love football, and I'm going to do a lot of correlated football betting too, and I'll kind of teach you guys my ways there. But obviously the season is not going on, so yeah, I know that was a lot of talking, but I did kind of want to explain. And I always like, if we've had a couple of losing days, like two losing days in a row, go back, review, is my strategy still working, right? And obviously it is working, as we saw. We just have gotten unlucky on the wrong side of the coin. I don't really like to say unlucky, but we have just gotten on the wrong side of the coin, and that luck, or so you will say, will come back around to us. So here we go. This is the first play of the day on this channel. We got Heat and we got Mazino. It doesn't really matter who the players are. What we really care about is that they are playing in the same game. So we got Crew Esports and Leviathan, and they are playing at 7 p.m. today, and we are taking them more and more. It actually does matter a little bit who these players are, because each team does have 5 players, and I do go through, do my research, and take the players with the most discrepancies in their line by looking at other books and such. And yeah, we got these 2 teams playing each other, and we're taking them more and more because I think this is going to be a longer game, right? So if we go back to here, this game, right? This game I sent out, I think, a day ago now. And this game here, I thought it was going to be a longer game. It did end up being a longer game, and we took more and more. This game here, I thought it was going to be a longer game. It ended up being a shorter game, and we took more and more, and it ended up going less and less. Another thing you guys could do is you could actually take both sides of the coin. You could take more and more and less, right? That's a strategy you could do. I personally don't do it, but you could. And yeah, we're going to take more and more here because we do think this is going to be a longer game. And the longer the game is, the more rounds there are, the more kills there are, right? It's like having more quarters in a basketball game or more quarters in an NFL game. The stats are just going to go up for these players. All right, and then let's get into the NBA play for the day. I have this here just as a little bit of a helper for me too. But we got Jokic to go over PRA. I know 50 is a crazy high line, but Jokic is a crazy player. So 50 PRA is really good. A lot of how I determine these is looking at their past matchups and then also looking at how they performed in the first leg of the first series they had. So whenever Denver played Lakers and such. So we got Jokic to go more than 50 PRA. This guy is just absolutely an animal. I can't even explain Jokic. He just puts up like 32 plus points a game, gets like 15 assists a game, and then gets like 10 assists a game, or 15 rebounds a game, 10 assists a game. He's absolutely insane. He's been popping off. He really has like this playoff itch to him. And yeah, just really like this line. He's hit this in the past. I think he hit this in 4 of the last 5 games that he's had. And then the game that he didn't hit it, he got 49 actually. So again, he's insane. He rarely gets into foul trouble. Even if he has an off night shooting or something like that, he makes it up with rebounds and assists. So I really like this line, and he's just constantly on the court, which is always great for PRA. I'm going to kind of put this here. But I looked on Sleeper, right? I like to kind of compare the books. Sleeper, I was like, hey, maybe Sleeper has these lines better. They actually don't, right? So they have Jokic at 50.5, and then they have Gobert at 26.5, right? So we're going to talk about Gobert, but we have, they're setting Jokic at 0.5 higher than what Prizepicks is. So you definitely want to take this play on Prizepicks and not Sleeper. Sometimes it's vice versa, but definitely take this on Prizepicks this time. So Jokic over 50, we love that. And then Rudy Gobert over points and rebounds. Every time he's played Denver, I was a little worried, like, okay, does he not match up well against Denver? You know, they do have Jokic and such. Every time he's played Denver, he's gone absolutely off. He's gotten like 20 points. He's gotten like 12 to 15 rebounds. They haven't played Denver much, but the couple games that they have had, I do determine that that's enough statistics for him. And again, if you were here for the first series, if you've been watching us for a couple of weeks now, we love Gobert. We love taking Gobert's overs because, again, he's an absolute animal. He's a rebound king. He takes a ton of points. He gets a ton of points, and he rarely gets into foul trouble, and they love keeping him on the court because he's such a dynamic player, right? So the more you're on the court, especially as a big man, the more rebounds you're going to get, the more points you're going to get. You know, if you think about it, the more missed shots that there are, the more shots that go up. Gobert's going to be there. He's going to be there to get the rebound, and it's the same for Jokic, right? So these guys are constantly going to be on the court. They're probably going to play 35 plus minutes. Jokic probably going to play 40 minutes. And again, if you look at Sleeper here, they have Gobert at 26.5. So we're able to get him at 25.5 on Prizepicks, which is really crazy, that they're setting his line a whole point higher, right? That's a whole rebound higher, a whole point higher, which is really crazy, especially in the NBA. So lock these in. Hopefully you guys enjoyed a little bit of a longer video, me kind of explaining the process of correlation and kind of the ups and downs that we can go through as bettors. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe on this video. Again, congrats to the one person who got access to my VIP. Stay tuned for more. Let's have a great Saturday today, and thank you guys for watching.